We're back on Leading Edge. I'm Jerry Anderson. She's Katie Moline, member of Toledo City Council. Your dad was the finance director for the city of Toledo, is that right?
I followed in his CPA footsteps.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
true.
the apple didn't fall far from the tree. City government, finance, and a CPA.
Yeah.
Right before the break, we were talking about reform, police reform, George Floyd, Minneapolis, and then so many other things. We had protests, some got out of hand back in May, early on in the spring. Where are you on police reform? More than just saying, yeah, we need some. I worry about people who aren't experts in policing not telling the police how to do their jobs. And the vast, vast, vast majority of police want to do it in the right way. We have this big commission. It's kind of large, got 3 co-chairs. What are we looking for? How far would you like to see reform go?
It's great. As I keep mentioning, I really believe in accountability. And I think any wrongdoing, whether it's a department of the city of Toledo or a citizen, people need to be held accountable for those actions. I'm in line with a lot of the values of what is being talked about with reform, which is, equality and accountability and, the struggle to make us better. But I don't agree with a lot of the tactics that are being used that maybe, perpetuate violence or destruction. I think that, I would really encourage more civility in this discourse. I think sometimes we see, anger on both sides, where it can really flame these fans of, discord in our country.
While I've got you here in police, man, you grew up in Toledo, I grew up in Toledo. It's been a violent and deadly year, and especially this summer in the city. What's gone wrong? And what can this city do about that?
That's a great question. I've been noticing how much violence there is. I'm committed to listening and learning and trying to be part of the solution of this very complex problem. One area that I do think we have as a councilwoman, we need to make sure that there's adequate resources going into these most vulnerable neighborhoods where we're seeing violence happen. Just this year, we've gotten a massive influx of community development block grants and ESG and home. And so how do we use those resources so we're investing in these communities so people know that there's opportunities, they know they have the ability to succeed, and that violence isn't the only option.
Katie Moline, nice to have you along. Good to meet you, fellow Toledoan, native Toledoan, and good luck on City Council. Thanks for spending time keeping us on the leading edge of things happening here in the city of Toledo. And folks, to all of you, thanks as always for being with us each and every week. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy. We'll see you next week on Leading Edge.